Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe button. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Here we have another crazy story, On 5-0. Crazy if you think about it, right? But here's who we're talking about right here.
Swamp stories.
You know, here's who we're talking about right here.
Cause whoever made that, you're
That's what we're talking about right here. Crip Mac.
Why didn't
Everybody know who Crip Mac is.
label Crip never.
Never.
Crip and Mac.
Crip Mac. Crip Mac was one of the best to do it. But unfortunately, they say Crip Mac. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe button. Unbelievable. Think about it. 5-0. 5-5 Crip. That's what Crip Mac is known for. You know, representing that 5-5 Crip. You know? But this who Crip Mac is or no.
About an hour and a half.
Unbelievable. Think about it. 5-5 Crip. So welcome back to the channel. I say here we have another crazy story.
But it's also
Crazy story about that guy named Crip Mac.
And let's get right into it. The story begins about an hour and a half east of South Central LA in the city of Ranch.
South Central, big city of dreams. Everything in South Central ain't all what it seems though. What it go? No, South Central, big city of dreams. But everything in South Central ain't always what it seems. That's how it goes.
Cucamonga, California. If you're unfamiliar, this is where the movie Next Friday was filmed. No more locked doors. Gracias. But it's also where a young man named Trevor Hurd was born in February of 1990.
Trevor, aka Crip Mac. They said Trevor, you know what? Instead of being a good boy, he wanted to indulge. He wanted to be like the criminals. He thought it was so cool. Imagine thinking of school to be in a gang.
Despite living in the suburbs, life was not always peaches and cream for young Trevor. In fact, at just 2 years old, his father, Trevor Sr., moved out to Orange County. However, his young mother named Crystal was able to hold down multiple jobs and live in a house in the nearby Ontario, California. This quiet and peaceful cul-de-sac is where Trevor spent the majority of his childhood. Far from the wild streets of LA. From 1st to 3rd grade, Trevor attended Newman Elementary in Chino Hill.
So Crip Mac, he had a chance to be a good boy, but he said, no, I want to go the way of Tookie Williams. I want to go the gangster route. I want to go the jail route.
One of the highly ranked schools in the Inland Empire. However, despite being a sheltered kid, Trevor had...
My day is good. How's your day?
...sorts of behavioral issues growing up.
Looking out of the window, you know, at 6 and 7 years of age, you know, to go out and explore and come back, and I just we had to lock the windows. And
so they said Crip Mac always had it in him. He wanted to be on the streets from such a young age, and he made it to the streets.
I felt like incarcerated, and I know that feeling. But yeah, he definitely needed some guidance. He went to Newman Elementary School, and I received tons of calls daily. Just, you know, your son, he's not doing what, you know, we're asking him to do. He's doing just the opposite. So it's not that. So
Crip Mac, you know, he always had that issue. Not listen to authorities. Imagine that. Imagine not listening to authority figures.
He's not doing it. He's going to do the opposite. We threw Ritalin at him. We threw Pyridazine, everything to try to get him regulated.
Regulated.
Being a young mom, that was very, very...
She talking about that Warren G song? Maybe.
Maybe. Mom sent him to a private military boarding school hours away. However, after 14 months, Trevor was expelled and sent back home to Chino, California.
So we put him in military school, and they did drills, they did academics, they did PT. He was up early in the morning, and he was disciplined for about 14 months. Very challenging on me.
That's kind of surprising. Crip Matt don't seem like the type of person who did any of that stuff right there. He seemed like he just hung around and drunk 40 ounces all day. That's it, believe it or not.
So the military school didn't help him at all?
He got kicked out of military school. Kicked out of military school. They said, I'm sorry, we don't have anything else that we can offer your son at this time.
They didn't have any 40 ounces there. That was it. Crip Matt can't go anywhere where 40 ounces ain't allowed.
You know, his behavior is just too drastic.
By the time Trevor returned home, his mother already had plans to move to Houston, Texas with her boyfriend. This would be a man known as Mr. Gary, who lived in the suburb of Katy, Texas. According to CMAC,
Mr.
he didn't
Gary
move to Texas until 2009 or 2010.
So what age was that you went to Texas?
Hold on, god damn it. Oh, shit.
Either way, they got Crip Mac right now. They got him right now. He doesn't have the luxury of drinking any 40 ounces right now. I mean, you never know. You never know. Imagine that. Imagine if he's still doing it.
2000, god damn it. 2009, 2010.
Okay.
That's a teenager. On hood, in Houston, Texas. I did 2 years out there. I never graduated or nothing, but look, at least I went. Look.
But according to his mom, he actually moved there as a little kid.
Oh, so he was there 14 months?
Yeah.
You know what age?
I want to say roughly 7 to 9.
Oh, young.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then at that point, that's when he moved to
Don't forget to hit like, subscribe on the 55 Crib.
And that's when he moved to Texas.
So for the next few years, Trevor went to middle school in Katy, Texas, and things were kind of coming together for the family.
Trevor.
Then everything came crashing down.
What happened?
One day after returning home from work, Trevor's mom walked in on something she never thought she'd see.
What happened?
She walked in on her beloved Mr. Gary with a Brock Lesnar look-alike. As you would expect, this ended everything for
Mr. Gary.
And Trevor and Crystal moved in with Granny Bear in Katy, Texas. However, Granny decided to send him to school in Houston so he could be with a family friend. Little did Granny know this family friend was an official Rolling 60s member from Southwest Houston. Well, when
55
Trevor met him,
Crib.
he decided to tell him that he himself was an official Rolling 60s member from LA. He also told him that went by Woodard in the streets.
If you meet Woodard,
I'm on Crenshaw right now.
you know, he saw what doing your senior year, you know, how
I'm the reason he ended up going to Aces.
Okay, just walk us through y'all's relationship.
All right.
55 Crib.
You already know Katy is not an A-list.
The suburb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Fort Bend ISD.
I stay.
There's that Crip Mac was really a good guy, but he wanted to pretend to be bad. I mean, what are the perks of being bad besides going to jail? I don't know. Believe it or not, I really
I
don't.
stayed at A-Leaf, yeah. So he was registered to my house to go to Aces because I went to Aces.
The school he attended was Elsick Hastings, and it just so happened to be in a Rolling 60s neighborhood. Well, when CMAC got there, he began telling everyone that he was an official Rolling 60s member from LA. To make matters worse, he even told them that they're doing everything wrong. How suburban Trevor felt like he was in position to tell them anything is beyond me.
55 Crib.
He made it seem like he was put on. But you know, I don't
He was
know.
saying he was from there. He was saying he was on the set.
He was saying he was on the set.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Now for
Five
contrast, let's let
Crib.
suburban Trevor tell the story himself.
Y'all not doing right out here. Crips don't get along with the Crips in LA. And you know, didn't say nothing, kill. And then, you know, they dope for me and beat the out of me.
Well, that was not the real
55
reason he was
Crib.
beat. It was actually for false claiming 60s.
You see Crip back around. He's hanging around, and he comes to Hood Day. So that's Texas Hood Day you talking
Yeah,
about
Texas Hood Day.
for the 60s.
They said everybody wants to be a gang member. Everybody wants to be a gang member, but the gang members, when they go to jail, they don't want to be gang members anymore. It's one of those things. So it's fair to say everybody wants to be a gang member until they go to jail. And then they say, you know what? I'm dropping my set. I ain't claiming the hood no more. Nobody giving me no money. Nobody's taking care of my family. Imagine that. Life of a gang member.
Okay, so he coming to the Hood Day, and at the Hood Day he on the set.
Yeah, nah.
According to
Yeah, according to him.
okay. And he has to be like 15, 16, 14 around
16. I'm gonna say 16, 17.
On hood.
He always was big Crip, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't, if you get what I'm saying.
The Houston 60s thought that he was an official member from LA and they accepted him in. But once they got a call from LA, everything would go bad.
A year later, he been thugging with you.
Thugging.
Y'all rocking.
Hold on, these individuals. They want to take up a responsibility that's bigger than them. Imagine that. Imagine taking on a responsibility that's bigger than you.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all get a call.
Treating them like family and all that.
And y'all get a call from the motherland.
Yeah.
Cap.
Yeah, we talking to him, everything. Woo-woo. They was like, nah, cuz ain't never get put on. So, you already know that's a total offense to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody who put they blood, sweat, and tears to this shit, bro. Don't play with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't get from
5-5 Crip.
How did y'all react when y'all got the news that it was fraudulent?
It was, you lied to us, so this is what we're gonna do, and this is how we're gonna handle it. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't handle that pressure. He took off.
What you mean took off?
Oh, he took off. After that happened, we don't hear from him.
He wouldn't be heard of in Houston for years. After he was caught cosplaying a rolling 60, he decided to head back to Cali. And here is where the story gets even more twisted. C-Mac claims that he went from Houston to South Central at 16.
Packed my shit and ran back to LA.
Ran back.
I was on 59th and 8th Avenue by Crenshaw and Slauson.
Slauson.
I was in the Dorset Village with them niggas over there. You know? Then I moved with my auntie on 45th and Western.
But in reality, C-Mac was living in Chino and attending Fontana High School. If you don't believe me, he actually...
So they said Crip Mac, he wants to pretend to be a tough guy. And they got him. They got him in tough guy school right now. He's in jail. That's where all the tough guys are, last time I checked. Check out part 2 of this video. They say crime don't pay, but I see them do it. I see them do it, though. Unbelievable. Think about it.